So I go to a school in the Northeast, and people come from all types of educational backgrounds. I have friends who went to boarding school. I have friends who went to private schools, and I obviously went to public school. I think something that was really valuable for me to learn was just the range and the variety of backgrounds of people that comprise our community and our society as a whole. And I think you build a lot of empathy skills, whether or not you realize it, when you're interacting with a range of people every single day. But I think something that's really special about going to such a diverse school system like CMCSS is being able to appreciate the variety of backgrounds that we all come from, and to learn to appreciate that rather than kind of retreat from that.
I have made Clarksville my home, and part of that was Clarksville-Montgomery County School System. My husband and I both were raised through the school system. So, all of our memories growing up had to do with Clarksville-Montgomery County School System.
I say this as a whole district, CMCSS, but specifically my middle school and high school, it's changed my life tremendously, and it set me up for success.
We're not like a private boarding school in the DMV, like a lot of my classmates in West Point came from, but I think we still had a pretty impressive mix of classes to choose from. So on top of the education itself, I think having those courses really prepared me for college at a higher level and being able to work with people from different backgrounds. And I think that really carried over well to West Point. I mean, that's a place where some people there have never met a Black person or a gay person, and I got to see all of that. I got to be all of that here and interact with different cultures and people, learn where they're from. So that's one thing I kind of wished I knew earlier on being here, is how fortunate it was to go to school in CMCSS around so many different people. And one thing I wish that would have been pushed on a little bit more while I was there was the tools we have here to grow and interact and be cross-culturally competent.
I like that no matter where I came from CMCSS to Vanderbilt, even though I didn't come from a background of money and wealth, I still had that quality of education that you can only get from teachers that teach with their hearts. And knowing that and realizing that now, I want to be able to come back and give to my community as much as I can, so that I'm not going to be the only person that went to Vanderbilt, the only person that went to an Ivy League. I don't want to be the only flower that bloomed in the concrete. I want to make a garden out of that concrete sidewalk.
At the end of the day, the things that you teach your students is important, but the way you make your students feel is more important.
Teachers have the hardest job, but it's so rewarding to know that there are teachers, especially in our school system, that are doing everything and anything that they can to see our kids succeed. And I'm so proud that I am part of a school system that has teachers in our system like the ones we have in CMCSS.
Continue doing great work and continue to help Clarksville build great leaders. It takes a good teacher, principal, even janitors, because even a smile changes the whole kid's life, So all of the faculty and staff for CMCSS as a whole was placed on a mission to change young people's lives. And I believe what a lot of CMCSS employees understand to this day, they do understand, is that our youth, and even as myself, are the foundation of our future. Just keep doing what you're doing and think about the future. Think about the little smiles or the impacts or your voice that can be heard.
Beyond those standards that you're assigned as teachers, your first job is to the students you're with and to the people you're developing. So don't forget that those are real people, and every moment you have with them for the next year really does matter. They will remember you forever, and they may not remember all the content you taught them, all the chemistry or math or English, whatever it may be, but they'll remember how you made them feel and the impact you had on them. So never forget that from day to day, is that you're teaching people not only state standards and education, but how to live and how to be good people.
Just make sure that you try your best out there. because us students, we're going to realize it. I know you teachers see a lot of us students through so many years and stuff like that, but there'll always be one interaction that we will remember for the rest of our lives that will change our entire trajectory, that will maybe help us get up every day. So thank you.